So guys, Keith Thurman tells Manny Pacquiao to give him a rematch. This is what Keith Thurman said. Manny barely won. It was a close one. It's easier to beat yourself up over a close loss than a real loss. If you beat me in my face, and it's not easy task to do. Still, by the small margin that Manny Pacquiao got it by, it was still no easy task. There will never be a day where defeating Keith Thurman will be an easy task. I know what it's like to compete, and I know what it's like to lose. And I lost in the amateurs. I still believe it's a little premature. I wasn't ready to lose. It doesn't mean I wanted to let it go. There's a difference in my mentality. It means I'm a man. If you beat me, then I take my hat off to you. I respect you, and I'll give you those nice compliments that I gave Pacquiao after the fight. The fighters that I defeated and the fighters that I've knocked out, if I've shared 1 minute in the ring with you, you've lightly gotten my respect of Keith one-time Thurman. I want my belt back, and then I want the Spence fight, because I saw a big clash fight between Spence and me leading into a year like 2020. I always saw a big fight happening. We were both undefeated champions of the world, and I thought that's how I was going to introduce to Errol Spence as an undefeated welterweight champion. Him having tough titles, we would unify the welterweight division with our matchups. So deep down, there's still a part of me that wants to grab my belt back against Pacquiao and then try to manifest my innermost dreams and desires in the sport of boxing. But I'd have to go straight to Spence and grab 2 belts and go straight into young rivalry. I've had other rivals. I'm looking for new opposition all the time. There you go. Keith Thurman saying that he wants a rematch with Manny Pacquiao. The fact that Manny Pacquiao barely won that fight, I don't agree with Keith Thurman there. I don't think Manny Pacquiao barely won that fight. I think he won that fight. I do think it was a tough fight for Manny. I definitely think Manny had some tough spells in that fight, but I do think he was a clear winner. I remember my friend sitting with me, and when the decision got announced as a split decision, he started saying, "What the hell is that judge? What was that judge watching?" My mate that was sitting with me. It wasn't a close fight to an extent where should have been a split decision. I think a lot of fighters came out after the fight that said that it wasn't a split decision. Manny clearly won the fight. Keith Thurman obviously is trying to build up a rematch. I don't think he's going to get it, if I'm honest with you, because I think Pacquiao's got bigger fish to fry than Keith Thurman. I think Keith Thurman had his chance. Keith Thurman should have beaten Manny Pacquiao then. Here's the thing. Keith Thurman probably wasn't ready maybe to fight Pacquiao. But here's the thing. If Keith Thurman had fought we almost saw Keith Thurman lose to Josecito Lopez. If he had fought someone else for a tune-up fight, or like a Vargas, how do you know he would have beaten Jesse Vargas? Jesse Vargas might have beat him. Keith Thurman was definitely vulnerable. We saw that he body shots, he gets hurt a lot. Someone else could have knocked him out, and he wouldn't have got that payday against Pacquiao. Keith Thurman himself put himself in a bad position, because Keith Thurman wanted that. He wanted the money. He knew the fight against Pacquiao was going to generate him a lot of money, and that's why he took that fight, because he thought that Pacquiao's an old man. I'm going to get this money, and then I'm gonna make even more money with Spence and that. But actually it backfired, because Pacquiao beat him, and now he's coming out with some excuses that he wasn't ready. But I don't think it's got anything to do with that. Keith Thurman wanted that money. He wanted to be secure for the rest of his life, because he knew the Pacquiao fight was going to bring him in shed loads of money. That Pacquiao fight is now a fight where Keith Thurman, off that money, could retire and live happily ever after, because he made a lot of money in that Pac-Man fight. Whereas he knew if he had fought Spence, the Spence fight probably wouldn't have had anywhere near the amount of money that the Pacquiao fight did, and he wasn't confident in beating Spence. He was afraid that Spence would beat him, whereas he thought that he'd beat Pacquiao easy, so he took Pacquiao lightly, and Pacquiao ended up beating him, and it wasn't no split decision. Pacquiao won that fight, but I guess Keith Thurman wants the rematch. He wants the rematch. What do you guys think? Do you guys think he deserves the rematch? I don't think so. I think he needs to build himself back up, and I think he gets beat by all of the top guys. If I'm honest with you, I think he's dangerous. But if I'm honest with you, I think Crawford, Manny, and Spence all would be favored against him. And I don't think Manny's gonna fight him again. I just don't see it. But what do you guys think? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. I want to thank you all for me reaching 7,000 subs. I appreciate your support. Guys, as you can probably see from my channel art, I have recently started Patreon and Blogger. If you were to click on this icon here, it will take you to my Patreon page. And I just want to take you through my Patreon page. So at the minute, I've got 2 options. Hopefully, I will increase this if my Patreon grows. But at the minute, I've got one option, which is $1 a month fan donation, which will obviously help me produce better quality content on YouTube and faster for you guys. And I've got another option of $3 a month for 2 live streams a week discussing boxing with myself. You guys will get to speak to me face to face. And I'll take you to my boxing blog. So if you were to click on this B sign here, it will take you to my boxing blogs, which is this page here. And all you have to do is click on here, and that will take you to my boxing blogs, where you can see all my different articles that I've wrote. So as you can see, I've wrote 6 articles about different topics. So if you want to click on one of my articles, all you got to do is click on this, and it will take you straight to the article, and you can read it, and you can then go back and read the others if you would like. But yeah, guys, I thought I'd just highlight this to you. So make sure to read my articles. Make sure to subscribe to my Patreon if you're interested. And guys, I thank you for your support. I thank you for me reaching 7,000 subs. Guys, I'm out.